am Hallie Hartman, Senior Product Manager at Harvard Business Publishing. This video is going to focus on downloadable reports and questions those can answer for you. The key questions that they answer are who's completing what content when, what are learners interested in, and what other providers' content is being added into the site via pathways. To access most of the downloadable reports, you go to the Manage Your Organization section of Spark. So you click on your avatar, and then you go to Manage, and it should say your organization's name. If you have the permission, it's a permission-based thing, if you have the permission to create downloadable reports, you'll see in the upper right here on your Insights tab this little Downloadable Reports button. It's really as simple as just clicking that. And then you go to this place where you can generate a report. So I click on Generate a Report, and I have a lot of the same options that I have on the Insights tab. So I can set my date range. So if I want to see up to 90 days is what I can see within these downloadable reports. And then I could also segment by group if I wanted to. So again, it's easy to pull out those quick segments by my group if I want to. And then all I have to do is click which of these reports I want to download. So we're going to quickly go through what these reports are and what questions they answer. So the first one is content added, and it's a little bit of a misnomer. It really means content added to their collection. So when learners mark complete, they're adding content to their collection. So if you wanted to quickly answer who is completing what content when, the content added report is the report that's going to help you answer that question. The only report that gives you personally identifiable information is the content added report. The rest of these reports are all in aggregate. So the content viewed report shows in aggregate what content on the site has the most views. Content added by topics really goes to the tags. So what content tags are the most common in terms of the content that's been completed on the site. In terms of answering those questions, what are learners interested in, you get to see the search terms. So what are learners coming in and searching for on your site? It can be really excellent to understand a little bit more about the demand from search. And again, you can segment that by group if your group is large enough to protect the privacy of those folks who are searching. And then this one here, content added by provider. Obviously the provider you're really going to see here most is Harvard Business Publishing. But as you have folks who continue to add different URLs into pathways, you'll be able to see the providers that they add into those pathways in aggregate. So all you have to do once you pick a report that you want to see, you do your date range, you do your group, and then you generate the report. Those reports are all going to sit here with that date range. If you do the group, it will show up right there where I have the business acumen for field sales, and it'll generate the report here. One little trick is if you want to see if it'll come in faster, you just press refresh. Depending on how big the report is, that'll move it along, and it will help you have a downloadable report faster. So otherwise, you can go away from here. Well, mine just downloaded, but if it hadn't, I can always go away from here, and then my alarm up here on the upper right will tell me when a report has, see, the report I requested is now available for download. So your little alarm bell will tell you that you have a report ready as well. And you can click on that, and it will bring you back to your downloadable reports. So this is the first place that you can find, or the main place that you can find downloadable reports on the site. Every pathway, if you have the permissions to view it, again, it's permission-based, but every pathway has downloadable reports as well. So if I go in here, I'm going to browse. I'll just show a pathway here and where you find that, because it's not on the Insights tab of the pathway. It's in a slightly different place. So if I go into this sample pathway here, and as an admin, or have someone with a permission to do this, I can see the followers here and their % complete, and then this is where the downloadable report is. So if I want to see of these followers, who's completed what specific content in that pathway and when, that's where I can get that from that downloadable report. So this one will just create, in the future, we're going to have it segmentation by groups, but right now it just creates one report of everyone who's following that pathway. So again, those are the two main places that you can find downloadable reports in Spark. You can find overall reports in the Insights, that little downloadable reports button, and then every pathway has its own downloadable report on the Followers tab.